Historically, USAID was a front runner and leader in evaluations. Really, we did some amazing work. When we went from that to making evaluations not required, but more something that is good practice, we lost a little bit of our edge. Through USAID Forward and through Administrator Shaw's leadership, it is great to see evaluation having, once again, its prominent place in USAID, where, really the bottom line is utilization of these evaluation findings. USAID's Growth with Equity in Mindano-3 program, also known as GEM-3, is the largest and most diverse program being implemented by USAID in Mindanao. The main objective of the program was to promote peace and stability in Mindanao in support of the 1996 peace agreement.
The GEM program was designed supporting economic growth throughout Mindanao to promote the largest number of participants or beneficiaries to be involved in the program, and thirdly, to promote peace and security as part of the process of the implementation of GEM projects.
And the components are integration of former combatants, there's infrastructure, workforce preparation and development, business growth and development, governance, communications, and public relations, and the last one was support services.
This performance evaluation is the first external systematic effort to measure GEM's impact in Mindanao.
One of the things that was unique about this particular evaluation, and what I found quite beneficial, was that we actually had the ability on this evaluation to break into two sub-teams, where one sub-team would cover one part of the country and the other team would cover another. So we split up, the two teams split up for about 3.5 weeks and then come back together to do the data analysis together.
The results from this independent evaluation will be very important to us, particularly in communicating the impact and the lessons learned on this project to our government counterpart here in the Philippines, particularly MINDA, who has partnered with us on this project for many years.
And when we were developing questions, we were a bit overwhelmed by the amount of questions that we'd like to ask, because we wanted to do all the questions that we can possibly think of in all the components. And so we came up with about 54 questions, and that's the one that got into the RFP.
The questions are practically patterned along the 7 performance elements, impact, relevance, efficiency, effectivity, gender, sustainability, and lessons learned.
In a request for proposals, there's such a wide variety of questions that it's hard to design research activities in a short period of time that can address all of those. The places we've gone have no idea about this, so this data has to come from somewhere else. And if it doesn't exist, then that resolves the problem. But, out of the different types of infrastructure projects supported, were there specific types that were more effective and efficient from a cost and time perspective in meeting targets and programmatic objectives? They've got everything in there but the kitchen sink. The designers of some of these evaluations may not be very aware of what information is available and of the fact that they're mixing various levels of research. The team is operating primarily at a community level and gathering a wide range of data spread across numerous examples, but then linking that to economic growth on a regional basis is rather difficult without other supportive studies. So those kinds of questions probably should not have been in the RFP to begin with.
Quantifying peace is a bit tricky, So you devise ways on how to measure peace. One way, I think, is looking at in a different lens, increase economic activity, so increase interaction of, let's say, the beneficiaries, traders, buyers, even the outside community, because if more economic activities or economic interaction going on, that would imply increased opportunity cost of engaging in conflict.
We did it with our USAID colleagues, but I wish that we'd sat down for a longer period of time and gone over evaluation question by evaluation question and really critically examined well, first off, what type of information we think or thought would be possible to get, and if that information were truly useful. We're conducting currently on a separate project a developmental evaluation with USAID's Conflict Management and Mitigation Office. And the evaluation questions for that evaluation have completely changed from what they originally were going to be as a result of repeated and really detailed engagement